time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And an Eagle
on first and 10. Here's Wentz. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 9 catches, 101 yards, and a score. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jackson being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, partnered with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Uses the stiff arm. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's 2nd down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another Falcon.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He's tackled at the 40.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
Wentz's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wentz. He'll drop it underneath to White. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Pass. Complete.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. He completes it right side to White. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Wentz. He's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now to gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
14.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall back to 500 at 2.
She-Rag got me.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 5 of the NFL. On EA Sports. Return to kickoff for the Falcons.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater now from the 50. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Carolina.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater.
Bridgewater's pass.
Underneath, he's got Olsen.
Complete to
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
18 on the play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's third down.
Coverage by Ian O'Neal.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore.
Bridgewater's pass. Complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. The Falcons have it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own 20.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Jackson to throw. A slant to Jones. It's a foot race. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining
And
up.
sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. The ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Returnable for Dorsett. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Bridgewater to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard
We
gain.
always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good.
The kick is good.
And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Sterling Hawk-Richter to kick off for the...
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we've hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Panthers 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Caught on the right side by Jones. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now following the touchdown, Hawk-Richter to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Christian McCaffrey with the carry.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Carolina.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Carolina.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Two straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Sliding out of the... And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
That makes the score Falcons 31.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers now down by 15. 53 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Bridgewater's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Clock rolling here. About to hit 30 seconds.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 3rd.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Well, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on second down. Winston out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good for a Saints. 1st and 10.
First down, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Winston's pass complete.
Now look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 6 catches, 68 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Oh, they get to the football, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Falcon first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. A very quick pass to Ridley. And brought down, but not before their yards. A first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Forced out to his left. And the Falcons are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
On the keeper.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10. At their own,
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
From the 38, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Saints nothing.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Now a full right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. It's caught over the middle by Hurst. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Hurst. It's a gain of 20.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
Complete to number 18.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Falcons.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Hoffrichter to kick off for the
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Winston. And Josh Hill has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football. 4th quarter play. Alex Kamara in the passing game.
Winston's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To the air again with Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo.